Let me start today's video by wishing you a very happy Diwali. May this Diwali bring you a lot of joy and prosperity in health, wealth and even in music. And in today's video, we have brought about two interesting guitars that we have found in the price category of under Rs 15,000. These are travel size guitars that you can consider for your next purchase. So without any further delay, let's get right at it. In today's video, we have selected two guitars in the price segment of under 15,000 Indian rupees. Now the reason why we selected is because they had something different to offer than the other guitars in the price segment. Honestly, there are a lot of guitar brands in India along with a lot of model numbers, so it's quite impossible to cover and review all of them. So it's very important for us to pick certain models that resonate with us. The two guitars that we are showcasing today is in the compact size or the travel size category that you can really carry around with ease. One very important thing to mention, this is not really a comparison video on which is better. We are trying to showcase two models that we personally liked, and it is absolutely your decision in which guitar to go for based on your preferences. The first guitar that we are talking about is the Hex L100c. This is not exactly a 36-inch size, this is a little bigger than that. However, this we found as a very compact size to hold, and a very cool thing we found about this model is that even though this is a smaller size, that is a 38-inch size category, this sounds as big as your standard size guitars. Looking at the shape, you will immediately see this is a very small bout over here, and they have made it to a pretty much big bout on the lower side of it. This bout is almost as big as your concert size guitars, and we have a very small upper bout with a very sharp cutaway over here. Getting into the specifications, this is a A-grade spruce over here along with a A-grade sapelli back and sides. All of this guitar is laminate. We have a rosewood fretboard over here and mahogany neck along with die-cast tuning keys. Speaking about the nut and saddle, they have given it as oil bone, which means it will last a really long time. The bridge pins are standard plastic ones, and the guitar sounds really good for the size. This guitar comes preloaded with the D'Addario EXP 16 strings, really good strings to begin with. There is strap nuts of high quality on both the sides. Getting into the second one, one of the most pretty looking travel size guitars that we have ever found, with beautiful inlays. There's like this nice flower with a kind of leaf falling away. Very beautiful binding across the guitar. This particular shape is called the JF shape, where you have a smaller bout here and a little more larger bout on over here. One very important thing I forgot to mention is that these two guitars are the only ones in travel size or a small size which comes with a cutaway. Rest all the other guitars comes with a fuller body. So that is another reason why we picked out these for review. Getting into the specifications, we have got a solid spruce over here. This one is a solid top. The previous one we had here was a laminate, and the back and sides is mahogany. Really good looking mahogany over here with a high gloss finish. The neck is mahogany as well, and we have a die-cast tuning key with more of a smaller button style. We have strap nuts, a very broad one on both the ends. The fretboard is rosewood and it comes preloaded with D'Addario strings. Overall, a very good size and sound, to be honest. The nut and saddle are not really of any bone material, it's a little more of a basic plastic. So that is something in comparison we found Hex to be having better. I really love the ornamentation that they have done on this guitar, especially when you consider the price. This is in the 15,000 price category, but it doesn't look at all of the price. Very premium feel overall. So Strydom has been making some good guitars that look absolutely good and even sound good for the price range given. Now the next step we wanted to do is comparing the size. You can see a visible difference. This particular one is the exact travel size guitar, the 36-inch size that most of the guitars that you know. There are brands from Strydom, there is Orangewood, there is Kepma and so many other brands which come in the 36-inch category. This one is the only one that comes with a cutaway. The rest, all the brands that I mentioned, they do not have a cutaway. This one is in the 38-inch category, and the lower bout is what makes the sound bigger. So when we compared both this guitar, this guy sounded as big as the bigger guitars. So that was the look and feel and the specs of both these guitars. Let's check what it comes along with. Both these guitars comes along with padded bags. That's a very good news, because when somebody is buying a beginner guitar, it's very good that you get a padded bag along with it. The non-padded bags are not something that we recommend for your guitar's protection. Hex claims that this is a 13 mm padding and Strydom claims that this is a 10 mm padding. However, when we take a touch on them, you can't really feel the difference as such. This feels a little more stiff for sure. However, the padding is sufficient on both these bags. The handle wise, here we have a big handle and here we have a padded one, and the back side we have padded straps on both. This one is a little bit narrow, which is not something that I personally prefer. This is a little more broader one with hanging strap, and both these guitars got a very big pocket in the front. So that was more or less about the bags. There is no other accessories included with the guitar. When you buy the guitar from us, we add plectrums as part of the package. So that was the specs and detailed description of both these guitars that we are showcasing in today's video. We are going to check out the sound samples of both these guitars, and after which we'll give our verdicts. So let's check out the sound samples. So that was a sound demo of the Hex L100c and the Strydom S236. Both guitars sounded unique in their own way. Speaking about the pros and cons, this guitar sounds as good as a bigger size guitar. The punch is really nice. The bass is also very nice considering the body. So in a smaller size, you get as good sound as a bigger one, and that can also be a negative, because this is not really a travel size or an absolute compact size. This comes somewhere in between your standard size and your 36-inch travel size guitar, or otherwise known as parlor guitars. Coming to the Strydom S236, a very good compact size guitar which can be ideal for junior guitar players to begin with, or also a very good travel companion, especially with style. The inlays especially put this guitar very much apart from any other guitars in this price range, and even higher price range for that matter. We have not seen any guitars looking like this, even in the 20 to 25,000 price range. And the fact that this is solid top gives it a very good added advantage. Coming to the sound, this guitar sounds just like a travel size should sound ideally. The Hex L100c sounds way bigger than the Strydom. So if you are comparing them, this sound will be more bigger, bolder, fuller in every sense. Even though this is a solid top, the Hex L100c will sound bigger and nicer in comparison to the Strydom S236. Coming to who are these guitars for? This guitar makes a very good beginner to intermediate instrument if you are just starting off your journey. The size is amazing, the travel aspect is amazing, and that also puts this guitar into a second category as a backup guitar where you can travel easily without your main guitar, or if you have a very huge bulky guitar. This is a very good backup guitar to travel with and compose music or play music on the go. Coming to the third category, these guitars are amazing for junior guitar players. So if you are a parent and you're looking for buying a guitar for your child who's under the 12 years of age, these guitars will be very much comfortable for them to begin. Now please make sure you consider the height and not just the age. If the height is smaller, this one will be very much comfortable. If you have a taller child or if you're a taller person, this would be even better. So always choose guitar as per the comfort and your body structure. If you are going for what is popular in the market, that might not be the best option suited for you. Whenever you keep the guitar on your legs, it's very important that your shoulder has a downward slope so that you can keep the guitar in hold and you don't have to peak to play the guitar. That is one of the very bad methodologies, in that your arms can pain if it goes up, you are looking down like this, your spine can have a little bit of pain. All of those are bad techniques for the future development of your body's alignment. Speaking about one more negative which is applicable for both these guitars, these are not applicable in your electroacoustic variant. So if you want a guitar, you want to perform on stage, connect it, you have to install a pickup on this, and that choice of pickup, if you decide we can install it before we dispatch the guitar, there is pickup options from Strydom, there are pickup options from Kepma, from Double, a lot of options that is available on a website, and the installation can be done before dispatch and these guitars become stage ready. All I am saying is that these guitars are not available default with the electronics inbuilt. So that was more or less about the specs, the sound demo, and our take on both these guitars. We particularly liked the Hex L100c, a really good sounding guitar for the price. Both these guitars fall under the 15,000 price category, and there's a coupon code on a website that you can use and get the absolute discount that is available. So these guitars become very value for money in that sense, and particularly if you're looking for a guitar which is not very small and not very big, this becomes a very good choice. And if you're looking for a very compact size travel size guitar with a cutaway especially, this is a very good choice to do. Remember that there are no other options in travel size guitars with cutaways in the market as of now in this price category. Hence we handpicked them for them to be reviewed, and we were very happy to do this showcase in front of you. So choose the guitar that you're liking in the looks, the specs. These guitars are not available in any other finishes right now, only one finish as you're seeing in the video. So choose the guitar as per your liking, the sound preference. Remember, always trust your ears about the sound you're liking. There is no absolutely good or bad in this. You will slowly learn and evolve with the sound of the instrument you are choosing. So thank you so much for watching. We are so happy to be doing this, presenting different equipments in different price segments. Gives a much more personalized feel to individual guitarist, whoever is looking for specific requirements. So it takes us really great joy to be doing this, and with your support, this is becoming more enjoyable to do. If you have any further queries or doubts, you can leave it in the comments or reach out us on our call or WhatsApp support. We are here to help you out in finalizing your instrument. And if you don't like both these guitars that is showcased in today's video, fair enough. You have a lot of options to browse on johnsmusic.in, and according to your taste and preferences, we can finalize the instrument of your choice. In case you have not subscribed to our channel, please do consider subscribing, as it is a great motivation for us to keep on putting out content. Thank you so much. See you soon with some more reviews and educational content. Until then, bye bye. So Alex, as a guitar teacher, which instrument do you think is more better to recommend for your students?
Definitely
in comparison of the Hex and Strydom.
Definitely the Hex.
Hex.
Yeah.
And what is the immediate feel that the reason why you're recommending the Hex guitar?
So Hex is heavier and it feels like it's built really well.
Acha, so the heaviness is associated with
Yeah,
the feel.
yeah.
Okay.
Like the balance of how it stays on your body and how it feels in your hand when you're playing it.
Now, this Hex doesn't really fall in the travel size category because it's little bigger.
Bigger, okay.
But do you think for junior guitar players or for adults to have a compact guitar, this is a good one?
Yeah, definitely.
Does it sound as similar as a bigger size guitar?
Almost there.
Almost
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what you're missing is might be a little extra bass or maybe a little volume.
Right.
But other than it's almost like
almost
a big size.
almost there.
Here in Strydom, does it sound like a small guitar?
It does feel like a small guitar, but like if you compare both, it's not as good.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay.
And since it's priced also at the same range.
At similar, it's both at 15,000. Surprisingly, the Strydom is solid top.
Okay.
And the Hex is a laminate top. But still, that ends up being sounding more nicer even to me. So that's why I even asked you. And the neck part, what is the immediate difference you feel from a satin finish on the Hex neck and a glossy finish on the Strydom? Which do you prefer?
So personally, I would prefer satin finish because it has more grip.
Grip, yeah.
It's easier to grip on that. Glossy finish, your hands sort of, it's difficult to control.
Right.
So maybe it's person to person, but I don't prefer that the bigger. This size is like I like it. Yeah, it feels natural. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Bas.